Hey everybody, welcome to Visual Communication and Media. My name is Adam Rozeski, player to each and every one of you. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope everybody's having a good start. Figured I'd talk about some visual techniques that are going to help you out with your assignments and your discussions this week. Really get into ethos, logos, and pathos and how they really matter. We talked a little bit about it in lecture, but not too much. But we're going to focus a little bit more about it, especially since your assignment has a section that's focused on using these three concepts, and we'll get into it. Now, ethos is defined as one's credibility. When we're using visuals to establish ethos and trying to establish credibility, the purpose is this allows your audience to trust the message being presented. So when you have something that's credible or some person that's in front that's already trustworthy in the aspect that you're trying to sell, then it makes it easier to sell this concept or to persuade somebody through it. And credibility can be established through multiple things, either through reputation, career, certifications, word of mouth, whatever, as long as it's a trustworthy source that it comes from. And using a source of credibility can help persuade others. For example, like Superman. Fictional character, yes, but if we know Superman is the strongest in the world, if he was drinking milk to get stronger, that would make sense in that area if he was a real person in that sense. So that would be a right way to use ethos. Now, logos is a little different. Logos is a second persuasive element. It uses logic. Once credibility is established, the argument presented must make sense. Also, to be logical, any argument is centered around the ability of audience to draw conclusions. So therefore, once we have numbers and examples and facts in front of us, it makes it easier to determine, like, oh, since we have those numbers, it's a visible concept to make it more trustworthy that this was a study, it was done this way. Now, conclusions are based off of those straightforward information, such as facts, statistics, graphs, charts, data. And we usually tend to see this a lot in like A/B comparisons, results of research, anything that compiles any type of surveys or whatever. But these are the details that come from those aspects. And using numbers helps bring trust even further. And the last aspect to really kind of persuade people in some aspect is pathos. It's the final appeal and focuses on emotion. Always when they put the sad person in front or the dog or anything, that they want you to engage with you in some aspect so that, oh, this is like some emotional concept to where I have to engage, I have to do something to help this person out, is really what matters in that element. So emotion is the last appeal that captures our attention and engages the audience. And pathos really plays with our senses, our memories, our experiences, and a lot of times based upon what we've been through and our ethics, we'll usually engage with it if it's something that it matters with it or not based upon our own beliefs. And that's what's really powerful, verbally or visually, in more ways than one. But that's all I got. Please use ethos, pathos, and logos in your examples for visual techniques for your written assignment this week. Other than that, keep in mind you have your discussion post, your reply post due tonight, and then your written assignment lab lectures due tomorrow night, and then we'll have our last lecture on Monday, and that's pretty much it for next week. Other than that, be safe, have fun, enjoy. Hope everybody see you a little bit later, and thanks for being awesome. See y'all in a little bit. Take it easy. Bye-bye.